Right, hello. We had 2 really warm weeks, and then the week just gone has been pretty cold. But let's do a front garden tour and see what's going on. What is it? April 2nd. And we've got the can, which has been out all winter in a pot. I won't say any damage, there's a little bit of spotting on some of the leaves, but still absolutely looking good. Does help if you've got them in a black pot, if you've got a sunny position, because that will absorb that winter sun and help to warm the roots. Right, if you've been around this channel any time, you'd have seen I don't know, around October time I bought some bulbs for a spring planter. So this is what it looks like. We've got the Fritillaria here, which is like I say, these are all brand new bulbs. It's the first time for me growing this. I know it's quite a common plant for people with like the slightly different, more unusual look. But yeah, so I won't say it's gone huge. I suppose it's its first year. But yeah, it's got the flower pods ready to open up, and then around it we've got some tulips, but they're the, I don't know, more tropical looking ones. They're sort of yellow and deep orange, so they're not really coming out just yet, but I think by the time these open up, that'll be a nice little spring planter, give it a bit of jolly colour. Right, so obviously we just trimmed back the red hot pokers here, just to keep it a little bit neater. Narcissus has gone over now, so we can just pop the head off that, so it doesn't waste any energy making seed. Leave the foliage, that'll feed the bulb, get better flowers next year hopefully. Yeah, so I always say about this another one there, look, about this rose, which I keep cutting back every year hoping that'll die, and it never does. It comes back strong, so with a will to live like that, I'll let it go. The flowers are quite nice. Alright, so all the palms in pots out the front here. Canary Island date palm, been out all winter, certainly looking no worse for wear. No damage whatsoever, maybe just the odd frond with wind damage, but that's certainly not damage from any cold. Pushing out a couple of new spears. Cameropsumlis, we've just done a closer look video on them. Yeah, I've got some little cordylines here, and I've lost the tag. They're not your standard Australis. They're supposed to be less hardy, more compact form. Can't think to the life of me what they're called. Like I say, I've lost the tag, but they seem to have been okay the last few winters. They are tucked underneath the overhang of the house, so they're a little bit sheltered from any frost, and obviously being close to the house has kept them a degree or so warmer. So I've got one either side of the door here. Got a nice Yucca Jewel. Look pretty good after winter, really. I've got some lower leaf damage, which is from a previous winter before I had it underneath the overhang of the house, so I will cut these ones back, so we'll have a bit of trunk and nice, really nice variegated foliage on that. And again, mirrored this side of the Camerops and the Canary date palm. We've got the small Trachycarpus there. notice all these cannas in the border where I just done the old chop and drop method with all the old leaves still around them. But yeah, these are all shooting now. We've got shoots and small leaves coming out everywhere. So yeah, the cannas are not a problem to overwinter. So we have had a mild winter, but I've never lost any cannas in the ground. They seem to be pretty good here. Nice little pieris at the back there with some new growth on it, which is bright red. Just see that there behind the yellow wave. I think it is Formium. That has taken a little bit of damage. Maybe they're just old leaves, I don't know. What has taken damage is this Musa Bajou. That was a new leaf coming out with the wind we've had over the last couple of days. We did have 50 mile/hour gusts to snap that leaf. Got some tulips here. These have been here since I moved in. Never done anything with them. They've always just come up every year. They always seem to be pretty good. At the back there, yeah, I've got a load more cannas at the back there as well. They're a little bit more shade behind the short wall here, so they are. It won't be so quick to come out without the sun hitting them fully. Got little bear's britches there. Cameropsulus. Absolutely fine, apart from one leaf which seemed to have a bit of spotting on it, but always that's probably a newly emerged leaf just before winter, so it's probably a bit tender. But yeah, no problem with Cameropsulus. They're totally hardy around these parts, I mean most of the UK really. So again, drop the cannas, and you can see the new shoots coming up. Absolutely no problem. Saw Palmetto, still got the cloche on at the moment, so it has been warming up nicely in there during the day. Certainly looking pretty good, albeit a little bit yellow, but that has always had a bit of a yellow tinge to it. That was supposed to be a silver saw Palmetto, but we'll see. It didn't look very silvery to me, but hopefully we get a bit of feed in that, and I'll bring the green back in that one. So the Triphanix campestris, again still got the cloche on at the moment. Some of the old leaves are looking a bit brown, but I'm not too concerned because they were like that really before winter. But we have got new growth coming out, several growth points on that, 3 or 4, so I'm not concerned, that'll be fine. Obviously Yucca recurvifolia there. Another banana, first leaf shredded in the wind, second leaf now pushing. This is the first time this has been out in winter for me. This is the Nanops, so Afghan or Middle East shrub palm, one of the hardest palms in the world. Nice sort of grey green. Naturally, leaves have sort of built up around the base, so that's probably helped to protect it as well. I did have a little bit of perspex cover on that just to keep the damp off, but yeah, hardy as anything. That's the wet conditions that have got that out, not the cold, but I think that's going to be fine. It's got got a big heel on the back of it here, but some sort of base roots there, but you know, that is what these guys do, I think. But yeah, absolutely fine. Got a little small magnolia tree, very slow grow on this one, but got It's a purple one, so we start getting purple buds on that. Things of interest, what we got. I can see this is like a ornamental rhubarb, similar to gunnerer, but the smaller version, this sort of a purple version. That's just now starting to push a little bit. Tree fern, a little bit windswept, but you're fine. This one I thought was interesting. So this is one of the filibusters, Washingtonia crossed Robusta with Filifera, which I grew from seed, what, 2 years ago. I've had most of them I've still got in pots. I sold a few last year, but this is one a little bit of an experiment, if you like, and chucked in the ground. So just gone through winter. We've got a bit of dry on one of these leaves, but one leaf pretty much untouched by winter, and it's now pushing out another one. So it seemed pretty, for such a small palm, pretty hardy. So I'm pleased with that. What else we got? Yucca Strata, quite a nice silvery one. Euphorbia, magnolia, little gem, starting to get a bud at the top there. And we've got the sable minor, dwarf palmetto, absolutely untouched by winter. Well, other than a couple of brown tips, which is obviously the newest leaf, so that might have been a little bit tender, but I'm sure when the temperature warms up we'll start seeing some movement out of that. And then sort of in a corner at the front here we've got small canary, double Washingtonia Robusta, and then we've got another, the Yucca Jewels in the corner there, and another small Robusta here. This is just a cheapy one I got reduced at the end of the year, a couple of years back. So this may be the last time you see this, so that, you know, I've tried to do a tropical style front garden, and then we've got this huge lump of heather in the front, but I haven't got the heart to cut it out at the moment when it looks so nice with the white flowers on. So as soon as they start to brown off, that's all coming out, along with this smaller one here. So that's going to give me a nice big planting opportunity. That's probably 3 or 4 meters across. We've got some old lavender there, getting a bit woody. Never come up seamless. Absolutely perfect condition. We've got a couple of other washies here, little double. Not looking too bad. A couple of the older leaves are browned off, but not looking too bad really for end of winter. I've got a little fig here which I grew from seed a couple of years back. Not quite as far ahead as the one in the back garden, which already had some little figs and some leaves on it, but that's got a couple of small buds. That is brown turkey, which is quite a hardy fig tree. Then we've got a small, right on the corner of the drive here, we've got a small Wagner anus. Fairly slow, I know these are slow grown palms anyway, but it is shaded most of the morning. It gets the afternoon sun, so it's sort of part shade position. So it's this time of year I start thinking about what I'm doing with the raised planters I've got in the little lawn area in the front here. These are all in pots. I've just got some ornamental grasses and black phormium and a couple of yuccas in pots, which they all come straight out, and I'm still thinking what I'm going to do with that. This the largest raised bed here is permanently planted. I did leave an experiment with some cacti, so they've been out all winter totally unprotected and looking pretty good. Got this one here which is, you know, a little bit of dieback on the top, but as soon as the warm weather comes in, that'll they're pretty fast growing, to be fair, once they're getting the heat and the sun on them. And this variegated yucca I bought last year, and this is literally doubled if not tripled in size. This is quite a small pot. I think I did do a video on it early summer last year, and that's done really well, really good. And Bootia odorata, so this one I planted out early last year and we got them when late frosts, so we did get some damage. I did have to cut back some of the older fronds, but there's a heck of a lot of new fronds coming out the centre there, so I'm hoping once summer kicks in that'll look a bit nicer. Looking a bit scraggly at the moment. And a little variegated agave. I've just got a couple of rocks here. This is where I have my agave tenuata, or foxtail agave, that goes there. Then I have another sort of less hardy yucca, that not yucca, agave, which is, I think it's the tricolour, a nice colourful one. So these are literally just these are pots sunken in to the raised bed, and then I can just slot the pot with the agave straight in, cover it with a bit of stones, seamless, and you just pop them out at the end of the year for anything less hardy. And finally, so this another small raised bed here. I just literally just chucked in a couple of pots of plants just to give it a bit of winter interest. So we've got a couple of small Trachycarpus red star and a rhododendron in the middle there, but again that's going to come out, and I'll probably put a red banana there or something, we'll see. But yeah, so that is what the front garden looks like at the moment. And like I say, hopefully next time we do a front garden tour, that bulk of the frontage with the heather will be gone and we'll have some nice planting there. I may even line up some options for planting and let you guys decide what you think will look the best. But yeah, thanks for watching, we'll leave it there. That's just a quick look at the spring garden. And yeah, I definitely recommend the fritillaria to anyone. I think I paid about £2 for the bulb, and you know, it looks nice tropical touch early on in the spring. Thanks for watching.